I reached for my gun, almost on instinct, like my arm was being controlled on a string, pulling it out of the holster and aiming down the road. The creature didn't budge, steady streaking down the gravel path toward me. Dip yelled, charging at me. He pushed my aimed arm down, causing me to misfire, the bullet drilling the ground. I looked up, the smoke and debris becoming airborne from where the bullet had struck, then the devilish creature taking its right foot and stomping on the expired bullet. He didn't seem to care that I had tried to take its life. Its own white eyes still beamed into mine. A feeling of anxiety of what was going to happen next coming over as Dip wrapped his arms around me, holding me still. I dropped the gun, now just trying to free myself, but it was too late. Before me stood the devilish creature, standing nearly 5 feet tall, with a dark metallic skin which covered its body. The creature had few facial features, with only a small line on its head, which I assumed was its mouth. Along with this, the creature had 2 horns posing to the sky. I jumped up in Dip's arms, raising my feet and trying to escape, even trying to strike the devilish creature with my feet. Dip then freed me, using my own momentum against me and rolling me like a ball onto the road. I struck the earth hard, feeling small cuts on my arm from the gravel, blood streaming down my arm. I rose my head, seeing the black and empty barrel of Dip's pistol now pointing at my head. The devil stood closer to Dip, being beside him and looking down at me.
You put up quite a fight. It reminds me of your brother's character, how much he can and will fight. The difference, though, is whose side you decide to be on. For his, he sees me as an ally, someone that can and will help him. For you, however, you decide to fight me, kill me, for whatever reason I can't understand why. Maybe it's the fear of the unknown, the uncertainty of truly understanding what I am and why I am here before you. Maybe we can talk, understand. It is what we both want.
The creature spoke to me. What the hell are you? How do you know Dip? Why are you here? Why are you tormenting me? I yelled at it.
Tormenting. I walked slowly up to you, and you drew a weapon hoping to use it against me. If it wasn't for your partner's brave actions, you could have mistakenly killed me, killed someone here to help you. But to be fair, my actions towards you haven't always been the clearest. But I am trying to show you, Nick, show you the magical and unknown side of this planet, where those at great levels of educating are dumbfounded by what I can show you. All of this in return of your compliance to my mission.
What mission?
A rescue mission, one of your personal benefit. Your brother is trapped in a world, and I wish to bring him here. Into this reality I am proposing myself. You and Dip come and save him. Bring him back to where he belongs, with you and your family. I have already talked to him, made a connection. He's eager for this plan to begin, but he needs your help.
The creature went. What brother? I am a single child. My parents only wanted me. They never even considered another. I went, confused and concerned for what was being said to me.
Why do humans lie so much to each other? It's such a strange but fascinating state. Do they think they can shield you if you don't know what truly happened? Like it's a bad part that remain out of your mind? Or is it an embarrassment to them for what happened? Either way, in the end of all this, these lies catch up, and most of the time, they hurt more than the actual truth.
The creature argued, myself seeing he was trying to get a message to me deeper than one I wanted to believe. Then what is the truth? I demanded out of him.
You have a twin brother, Nick. His name is Aegon, named by the village people from whom he lives with currently.
The creature continued, drawing itself closer to me. Where does he live then? And how do I know you're even being honest with me? I asked.
You don't. But your brother lives with a group in another world, a world opened through the smoke of the Ohika tribe. There the tribe members speak with those lost over the years that don't truly have anywhere else to go. When your brother's spirit left its body, it got contained in this realm where he grew up, guided by those also trapped. In this world, I found him, realized the connection that you both shared. And now I must see if it's possible to bring him back, renew his spirit and body back into this world.
The creature went, now holding my hands, the frigid feeling giving me goosebumps.
But I need you to believe this is possible, Nick, and be there when we try to retrieve him.
Looking me in the eyes. You're making all of this up. Why me? Why my brother if you want to retrieve him? Why not use the Indian people to fulfill this task? I yelled again.
The Indians believe it puts a curse on the human who comes back. They are not willing to put that risk on one of their own, but I have never seen the curse or can account on any stories of it being true. Also, your connection with your partner is why you were chosen. This is why I have been showing you these unnatural beings in your journal. I couldn't come here and ask you to believe in something that sounds made up, so your partner has done a good job of showing you what things can be real that cannot be fully explained.
It went. What do you get out of this? Dip, why are you helping this thing? I asked.
I owe this creature my life, Nick. There's history and rules that you don't understand. You just have to trust us.
Dip went. Trust you? You have lied to me. You have lied so many times to me, and for what? To enter a strange world and save my brother who you have no connection to. I blurted.
People help those that are in no relation to themselves often. Consider it an act of great faith toward another.
Dip rebutted. Don't act like you're such a great person for doing this. You listen to that thing. I stared at the creature, then looking over to Dip's vehicle, still packed with tomatoes, and glanced over at him. Give me the keys, I'm leaving, I demanded. He looked at me, his face without expression and not moving for his pocket. The car keys. I am leaving. You two can figure out how to leave here your own way. I repeated myself, prompting Dip to speak, but before he could, the creature went,
Let him leave Dip. Give him some time to think about what we have said. Maybe knock some sense into him.
Dip listened instantly, reaching for his pocket and tossing the keys to myself. I moved for the car, pushing the keys and twisting, hearing the engine start to roar as I put it in gear, pushing on the gas and creating a smoke cloud as I left Dip out of my sight. I got to the motel room we had booked for our trip 30 minutes later, going to the payphone and dialing in.
Hello?
A voice came on after a minute of ringing. Mom, this is Nick. I need to talk to you. I said to her.
Well, I could tell that by when you said, Mom, dear. What do you want to talk about?
She replied lovingly. I need information, or just the truth about something. Did I ever have a brother or a twin? I asked. Her voice went silent on the other side, enough to the point where I had thought the line disconnected.
Who told you about you having a brother?
She stated accusingly, an uneasy feeling in her voice. No one. It's something I came up with. I just need to know. I said to her.
Yes, you did. His name was going to be Will, and he would have been your twin. We lost him 5 minutes after you two were born, died while in the crib next to you. We didn't know if we should ever tell you, but I'm sorry I never did. I should have.
Her voice went, tearing up upon having the conversation. I didn't know what to say. The thought of the creature telling me the truth and this being kept from me for all these years twisting my emotions. I felt sick, mouthing the words, "Thank you, Mom. Love you." Then hanging up the phone and plopping down on the bed. My emotions then started to get a hold of me, and I yanked the phone off the desk and threw it against the wall. Then blew the blankets and pillows and pushed them to the ground. Finally, I smashed the mirror in the room glass, shattering on the floor. Why am I being so stupid? I thought during my own rage, feeling that if I was doing this, that I was somehow healing myself. I then grabbed the car keys, making my way outside and using Dip's vehicle to get on the highway, driving.
He should be at the motel. There's not a chance that he will drive home. We are almost 8 hours away. Plus, I have police on the highways. If he is on his way home, he will be stopped, and I'll be the first to know.
Dip said, trying to relax himself for the situation at hand.
We need him alive and cooperating, Dip. He needs to know we mean good, that we can help him, help his brother.
The creature said in the passenger seat, looking at the motel that they had just arrived at. It stepped out the creature, seeing Dip's worried expression of possibly exposing itself, but Dip wouldn't say a word to argue. The creature reached the door, following behind Dip, now seeing the mess of the blankets and pillows thrown against the floor, and sparse specks of glass littered on the floor. Dip rushed frantically to the other side of the room, going into the bathroom and then the closet, slamming the door beside him as he moved to leave the room.
He's not here, let's go.
The powder creates the smoke, and the outer worldly beings can see it, use it to navigate toward us, and eventually connect with our living bodies. The smoke is what they use to speak to us, to show us how life is for them. Some days in the smoke they bring us good news, other days it is bad news. But they never talk about the world where they reside by the smoke, that they keep to themselves, so we must keep our world to ourselves.
The Indian went, his gray, palish skin illuminated by the fire, the feather he wore on his head and shoulders, making his shadow appear as a monster behind him. I looked around, the circle I was in filled with people just like him. I watched the fire in the middle of us, the orange and red clashing as the heat boiled my skin.
We now begin our collaboration with those of another world.
The Indian clamored as he rose above the fire, splashing the fire with a fine white powder. The fire revolted, sparks coming off and landing at the tip of my feet, the flames creating images, circles, portals. Smoke then started to emerge from these portals, almost like there was something burning in the middle. The smoke then came up, creating smoke tubes that twirled like vines reaching for the sun, then expanding and spreading out 30 feet above the flame.
Close your eyes. Let the smoke consume your mind.
The Indian preached. My obligation to follow him persisted. My world was dark, the warm sensation of the fire once in front of me disappearing as my mind drifted more and more. "Hello," I said out loud, unsure where I was at or if anyone could hear me. I stepped around, the feeling as if I was in an empty room at midnight wandering to see if I could find anything.
"Where is Alos?"
I heard faintly, not knowing where it had come from, but could feel it was somewhere close.
"Where is Alos?"
The voice repeated, myself swearing I had heard it before, but not a clue from where.
"Nick, it knows the path."
The voice went again. "Brother, where are you? It's me, Nick," I yelled out in the dark void.
"Find Alos. He can bring me home."
The voice went again, almost pleading as the dark void started to become filled with light, my eyes opening to the fire still lit in front of me. I looked to my side, Dip's face greeting me as I pushed myself out of my seat, almost landing in the fire but dodging it, my body hitting the ground beside. I then saw the creature beside him, standing where my other shoulder had been. "Who is Alos? My brother was looking for him. He said he knows a path to him," I said.
I do, Nick. My name is Alos, and I can bring your brother home. Would you want to see him again?
The creature asked.